Okay guys, here we are getting ready to road trip the STi again. It has been a rough month, I guess you could say, and so I've got to take the car out to Long Island to send off a great friend of mine, my battle buddy from when we were deployed to Iraq together. So he passed away unexpectedly on a flight to Shanghai almost a month ago. It was December 7th. So he would have been 58 on Christmas Eve. I'm hitting the road to head out there to pay tribute along with all of his other Army buddies. So it's a road trip in the STi to get there. You've seen where we are with everything up to this point. We have gotten it to where I can reset the check engine light and use the cruise control, so I'm pretty psyched about that. I'm going to go ahead and check the tire pressure in the tires. I've already topped off the fluids, checked everything out there. You know the maintenance we've done. I've got my Easy Pass, so I'm ready to go across all the turnpikes. So I don't know what this video is going to be like. I don't know if it'll even make it out to you. But I just wanted to capture a little bit of it just in case I decide to do a tribute. Let's get ourselves set up for some cruise control. Erase the codes. Check engine light's gone. None of the familiar beep, beep, beeps going on. So we are good to hit the road. I'll just leave that hooked up, and anytime it decides to do its thing, all I got to do is reset it. Hours, 20 minutes, 650 miles. Right, we are on our way, and here's what you can do when you don't have a check engine light on. You can select different modes, so we'll go to fuel conservation, and I can set the cruise control. And it operates fine as long as that temperature is displaying in there. This is sweet. Good for road tripping. Much better than the alternative. Alright guys, just a quick update. So we are, me, my car and I, are on I-76, about to hit I-80 East in Youngstown, Ohio. I've made this trip across Ohio dozens of times, driving back and forth from the multiple times I've lived in New Jersey. This time I wanted to come up north since I'm going out to Long Island, and that way I can kind of see some new scenery up here. It's going well, car's doing great. On this particular tank, I'm getting 23.5 miles per gallon. Cruise control is set, car's running perfectly. Knock on something. The other thing that's getting ready to happen is in less than 10 minutes, my mother is about to commence double breast surgery. I have heavy things on my mind on this trip. A lot of good time to think. Being on the road is good for that kind of stuff. And anyway, so she's certainly in my thoughts right now as she gets ready to do that, and I'm praying for her. And anyway, I'll keep plugging along and update you when we get a little bit closer. Everything's been operating great, so we're going to go ahead and show you a little bit of troubleshooting here. Right now we got the cruise control set. we're in Sport Sharp mode there. We can flip through, we can go to the Sport mode, or we can go to Sport Sharp. Intelligence, what I'm driving around in on this trip, trying to get good gas mileage. Right now, it's all working because the check engine light's off and I'm able to use cruise control and all of that. As soon as I make that temperature go away, I'm going to trip an ambient air temperature sensor code P0073, which will set the engine light, check engine light off, and that'll put it back to where automatically I'll go back to the sport mode, unable to change that, and the cruise control will kick off and I'll be unable to set that. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll go through a couple of the modes here, just what it's like trying to diagnose the problem. Right now the defrost symbol is illuminated, which means the car thinks that the AC is being requested. If I turn the fan down, that's as low as it goes. It won't go to off. If I hit off, clearly it'll wipe it out. But what I'm going to do is match this with the command for air conditioning through the defrost, and now when I push it again, I'll be overriding that. It'll go out, and so will the temperature. This stuff all kicks off. We've got the air code now, and so now I'm having to drive it, hold the gas pedal by foot, which is pretty standard for how this car has been for the majority of these nearly 10,000 miles that I've put on the car. So let's go through some of the modes here and figure out what makes that come on. If I cycle back through and bring it back like that, now it should be commanding it again, so the temperature comes back. But I can repeat that, turn the air conditioning on to match it, override it and shut it off, and temperature goes away. Other things we can do, if I hit auto, it'll come on, I'll get the temperature. Obviously if I turn it completely off, I lose the signal and the temperature goes away. If I hit the defrost specifically button down here, it comes back regardless of whether it says AC or not. The defrost typically has the air conditioning matched with it. What else can we do? Different modes. As long as I have the AC on. See, I jumped past that one real quick so it wouldn't trigger it. As long as I have the AC on, now you'll see there's the temperature. So it doesn't matter what mode it's in, as long as the AC is on, either by the defrost or by the button, it's going to give that its ground or something so that it can correctly display the temperature. Obviously off gets rid of that. If I do recirc, nothing. If I do my mode there, with the system off, you can see it's got the fresh air symbol. That just means that's where the air's coming in and going out through those outlets, through the defrost and to the floor, through the vents, but it's not commanding anything because the fan's off. If I go to recirc, there would really be no airflow coming through those vents, even though they're illuminated, because all it is just ram air coming in. If I click the fan on, that's going to turn the AC on with it, and so now I'll get my temperature back. And of course, anytime that temperature is showing, I can clear the check engine light and get everything back to normal over here. Dual mode, I don't know if we did dual yet, but right now I've got it on. If I shut the AC off, temperature will go away. And then dual mode, it doesn't matter if I'm messing with temperature on either side, commanding high or low, unless I do that and command the AC back on again, either by the defrost cycling back through or by turning it on right here. It's going to do that, so I just overrode it again. Let's go from dual to this, override the AC. Okay, there we go, it should go away. And then now I'm going to come off of dual. So even though it's in auto and the defrost is selected, we've already overridden the AC, so it's off. If I hit full auto, that'll kick the AC on and then we'll get it back. I'm going to get it back to where I can set it back up here. get. Let's go ahead and get this reset. Check engine light goes out. Everything's good. It says the codes are erasing. Erase is done. So now I should be able to select the intelligent mode, kick on the cruise control, and set myself up. So now we're back to letting Subi drive. So what's happening here? My best guess is, because I've checked the wires for the ambient air temperature sensor all the way back through the fuse box, and everything seems to be functioning properly. Each one of these is a microprocessor. That one's MFD, I think it's a multifunction display. This one is the control display, and then you have the HVAC microprocessor as well. So each one of those has microprocessors within their circuit boards. One of the wires for the ambient temperature sensor goes into the back of the control display, the control panel, and it's supposed to get its ground internally to that. If there's a problem with that, I'm thinking maybe it's not getting its ground via that circuit correctly, but when we hit air conditioner, it's grabbing that ground through another circuit to complete the connection, so that we get that ambient air temperature sensor working correctly. I got a really cool association that's getting ready to happen here with a company that maybe you've heard of or maybe not. I'll reveal that when we in a future episode when we start trying to chase this down. But really looking forward to it. It's going to come in very handy when it comes to chasing down these electrons and things through all these electric circuits and trying to figure all this out. See if we can figure out where the lost ground is, if that's actually what's happening, things like that. So really looking forward to this partnership and promoting this company. You'll find out about them real soon. Meanwhile, I'm just going to continue plugging on towards New York. Look at that exhaust pipe sticking straight up. Punxsutawney Phil lives on that exit. That damn dog, cat, muskrat thing that gives us more winter all the time.
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day!
Turn right. All right, Santa Claus.
All right, I'm about to cross into New Jersey. Free to enter, costs to leave. It's like the Hotel California. Mom is out of surgery and it went well, so that's very good. Thank you guys for your thoughts on that one. Guys, made it. I'm in on Long Island here at the Best Western, and I'm going to walk out and grab a bite to eat. I came in from Ohio. So, what was your name?
Alex.
Alex. All right, Alex. Thanks, man. Appreciate the help.
problem.
Looking forward to trying this sandwich. This coyote, look at that. Bacon and cheese and chicken, waffle fries. This is gonna be insane. So when I took this uniform off, it was about almost exactly 6 months ago. Never expected to be putting it on again quite this quickly. And certainly not for these reasons. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a weird thing this morning to be wearing the uniform again, but to be doing it to honor my good friend and battle buddy Norman Easy, I think is it's appropriate. So. Okay guys, so end of a long day, long challenging day, but I'm here with some friends in Whippany, New Jersey. We are in a J&R Cigar, which is now, every time we're doing this, Casa de Monte Cristo, having a drink, and so this is a toast for Norman Easy, my friend and a patriot and a great man, so to Norman Easy.
Norman.
Cheers.